Animal Farm by George Orwell. Summary. Animal Farm is a satirical allegory by George Orwell, published in 1945, which critiques totalitarianism, particularly the rise of Stalinism in the Soviet Union. Set on Manor Farm, the story follows a group of animals who, inspired by ideals of equality and freedom, overthrow their human owner to establish a society governed by animals. However, their dream of a fair and equal society soon descends into corruption and tyranny under the leadership of the pigs, who increasingly resemble the oppressive humans they once despised. Plot summary. 1. The rebellion and animalist ideals. The novel begins on Manor Farm, where the animals are oppressed and exploited by Mr. Jones, the human farmer. Inspired by Old Major, an elderly boar who preaches about a world where animals rule themselves and share resources equally, the animals prepare for a revolution. After Old Major's death, the pigs Snowball and Napoleon lead a successful rebellion, driving out Mr. Jones. The farm is renamed Animal Farm, and the animals establish animalism, a philosophy based on equality, with the slogan, "All animals are equal." 2. Early success and building of the windmill. Initially, the farm prospers under the animals' self-governance. Snowball proposes building a windmill to improve productivity, but Napoleon, who desires total control, opposes the plan. During a heated debate, Napoleon uses his trained dogs to drive Snowball off the farm, solidifying his power and eliminating his main rival. Despite his initial opposition, Napoleon takes credit for the windmill idea and pushes forward with its construction to maintain the animals' morale and sense of purpose. 3. The rise of Napoleon's dictatorship. Under Napoleon's rule, Animal Farm becomes increasingly authoritarian. The pigs, led by Napoleon and his loyal spokesperson Squealer, begin changing the original commandments of animalism to justify their actions. They secure privileges for themselves, such as living in the farmhouse and drinking alcohol, while forcing the other animals to work harder. The slogan, "All animals are equal," is amended to "All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others," symbolizing the abandonment of the farm's founding principles. 4. Corruption and betrayal. The animals endure hardships, such as food shortages and the destruction of the windmill, which Napoleon blames on Snowball to stoke fear and loyalty among the animals. Napoleon begins trading with humans and making alliances that contradict animalism's initial principles. The farm's leaders increasingly resemble the human oppressors they once overthrew, adopting luxuries and privileges at the expense of the other animals, who remain overworked and underfed. 5. The complete transformation of the pigs. By the end of the novel, the pigs are indistinguishable from humans, both in appearance and behavior. The other animals, looking through the farmhouse window, witness the pigs dining and socializing with human farmers, betraying the original ideals of the rebellion. The final scene underscores the complete corruption of the revolution, as the animals realize they have merely exchanged one form of oppression for another. Key themes. 1. Power and corruption. Orwell illustrates how power can corrupt even those with noble intentions. Napoleon's rise to dictatorship, fueled by ambition and manipulation, shows how leaders can exploit ideologies for personal gain, betraying the trust of their followers. 2. The dangers of totalitarianism. Animal Farm serves as an allegory for the dangers of totalitarian regimes. The novel critiques the ways in which authoritarian leaders, like Stalin, consolidate power, manipulate information, and use fear to maintain control. 3. Propaganda and language manipulation. Through Squealer, Orwell demonstrates how language and propaganda can be used to deceive and control. Squealer's constant revisions of the commandments and justifications for the pigs' actions highlight how truth is manipulated to keep the animals subservient. 4. The betrayal of ideals. The story depicts the erosion of revolutionary ideals, as animalism's principles are corrupted by the pigs. The animals' dream of equality and justice is replaced by a hierarchical society, demonstrating how revolutions can fail when ideals are sacrificed for power. Conclusion. Animal Farm by George Orwell is a timeless and powerful critique of totalitarianism, exploring how power can corrupt and betray the principles it once aimed to uphold. Through the tragic downfall of Animal Farm, Orwell warns of the consequences of unchecked authority and manipulation, emphasizing the importance of vigilance in preserving justice and equality. The novel's allegorical nature makes it a compelling study of political systems, oppression, and human nature, cementing it as a classic in both literature and political commentary.